Good morning, students. Today we are doing another beautiful poem which was composed upon Westminster Bridge on September 3rd, 1802 by a well-renowned poet, Mr. William Wordsworth. This poem is also in the course study of Class 10's Compulsory English book. You'll find it on page 199. Before we delve into the poem, let us know something about the poet, Mr. William Wordsworth. He was a famous English poet born in 1770. He loved nature and often wrote poems about hills, rivers, flowers, and simple village life. His most well-known book, Lyrical Ballads, helped start a new style of poetry called Romanticism. Wordsworth believed poetry should use everyday language and express real feelings. One of his most loved poems is Daffodils, where he describes a field of yellow flowers. He became England's poet laureate and is remembered for his deep love of nature and simple, beautiful writing. Now let's go to our poem. So the poet composed this poem upon Westminster Bridge on September 3, 1802. Where is Westminster Bridge? Westminster Bridge is located in central London, England. It spans the River Thames, which means it is spread across the River Thames, connecting Westminster on the west bank with Lambeth on the east bank. The bridge is positioned right next to the House of Parliament and the Big Ben Clock Tower, making it one of the most recognizable landmarks in the city. That is, in the city of London. Westminster Bridge is more than just a crossing. It is a historic landmark offering some of the most iconic views in London. Opened in 1862, it is known for its green color, which matches the leather upholstery of the seats in the House of Commons. Oh, what a match! And located at the bridge's western end, these structures represent the heart of British government. Big Ben is actually the name of the massive bell inside the Elizabeth Tower, though the name is commonly used for the entire clock tower. And on the eastern bank of this bridge, that is the south bank, this giant observation wheel provides panoramic views of the city. It is situated in Lambeth district, just a short walk from the bridge. The west side of the bridge is home to numerous historic sites, including Westminster Abbey and various government offices along Whitehall. The east side offers a more modern vibe with the Southern Bank Arts Complex, the Sea Life London Aquarium, and the Florence Nightingale Museum, located at St. Thomas Hospital. The poet Mr. William Wordsworth composed this poem on September 3, 1802, such a long time back. He was enjoying the scene or view standing on this Westminster Bridge early in the morning when the rays of the sun was just touching the bridge and its surroundings. The poet had written this poem in the year 1802. Today it is 2026. It means that the poet had composed this poem 224 years ago. The whole place and the surrounding must have changed so much from that time to today. So we can just imagine from his description how this highly advanced and busy place of London must have looked at that time. So, the world-famous poet Mr. William Wordsworth begins his poem like this. Earth has not anything to show more air, dull would he be of soul who could pass by a sight so touching in its majesty, which means that the earth has nothing to be so proud of than this beautiful place. To show more air means to be so proud of. A person who could just pass by without noticing the majestic beauty of the place would be considered as a dull soul. That means a person who can pass by ignoring the mesmerizing views and scenes that can be seen around from this bridge can be considered as a feelingless person or a person lacking a soul. How can one not be touched by the majestic beauty of the place? And the next line says, "This city now cloth like a garment wear, the beauty of the morning silent and bare," which means early in the morning, the city seems as if it is wearing the garment or clothing of the morning's beauty. Everywhere he looks around from the bridge, he sees the pleasant beauty of the morning. Bare means pure and fresh, silent, that is quiet, placid, and peaceful environment. And there is another stanza saying, "Ships, towers, domes, theatres, and temples lie open onto the fields and to the sky, all bright and glittering in the smokeless air." Here, the poet is describing the beautiful scene or the mesmerizing view that could be seen around the Westminster Bridge. The ships, the towers, the round and oval, that is the dome-shaped building structures of the Gothic and Renaissance period, the theatres and the temples. They all were standing on the surrounding field, shining brightly and glittering, which means shining like diamonds and stars with the morning sunlight. And as it was an early morning time, the air was also very clear and fresh and quite smokeless, that is free of the London fog. The sky was clear, the air was also very clean, and the environment of London was pollution-free. Just imagine how beautiful that morning should have been, that he was inspired to compose this kind of poem. In another stanza he says, "Never did sun more beautifully steep," steep means to land on, "in his first splendor, valley, rock, or hill. Never saw I, never felt a calm so deep." It means that the poet had never seen the sun shining so beautifully, neither on the valley, nor on the rocks or the hills. And neither had he seen that kind of quietness and calmness before. The city of London looked so peaceful and quiet on that morning, just as if it was still asleep. In the last stanza he writes, "The river glideth at his own sweet will." Glideth is an archaic word which means glides. So the river glides at his own sweet will. Dear God, the very houses seem asleep, and all that mighty heart is lying still. Which means he saw that the river Thames was also flowing freely without any restrictions, that is at its own pace, and in a very peaceful manner. And the houses seemed as if they were still asleep, as there was no movement anywhere in that early morning hour. Even that mighty or that big center of the London city was happily asleep for another busy day. So there was a kind of beautiful calmness, quietness in the entire environment. Through his poem, we can just imagine how beautiful that morning was when he saw the London city from upon the Westminster Bridge.